And we are live. So once again, everyone, good morning, happy New Year's, happy holidays. I hope everyone enjoyed the break and the couple of days we had off from trading in the stock market. And to everybody watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you had a great New Year's as well. Taj and I were super excited to get back at it. Today's the first trading day of the year, and last night we had a really cool webinar on how to make $100,000 and just how to set the tone for your trading for this year. And look, obviously we can't guarantee that everyone will make $100,000, but I would love for everyone to make six figures, right, trading with us. And I think as long as we follow our process, we follow our personal rules, we manage our risk appropriately, we can do it. Each and every one of you can do it. I mean, whether you want to do this full time or whether you want to trade, as a second source of income or third source of income, whatever your circumstance is, I mean, it is extremely achievable. I'm a testament to it. Taj is a testament to it. So, not saying that you need to follow what we do to the T, but learn and incorporate the principles of how we're trading and build that foundation so that this can be a reliable source of income for you guys. So with that being said, Taj, let's kick this sucker off. I'm super pumped though. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Hey, you got the momentum, man. Let's do it.
I got the momentum. All right, let's do it. So a lot of stocks on the research front today that I really like. And the first one I'm going to pick out is NIO. NIO came out with the deliveries of the auto deliveries, right, for the vehicles. They delivered 121% year over year, and on a monthly basis for December, 111% on a year over year basis. These guys are pumping out vehicles, and it is being reflected in the stock today. So the stock closed 48.74. It's gapping up to 51.20. I like this bull flag formation that it's creating. So right now, I've got the bottom of that bull flag at kind of $51. The top of it, $51.54. So we're looking at a 50-cent risk right now on this trade. If NIO wants to rip to the upside, go long NIO, put your stops at 51. And I think we're going to see this sucker ride. Right now, I think the theme today is going to be very heavy on the electric vehicle market. So look at NIO, look at LI, look at XPEV, look at WKHS, look at Tesla. These names are gapping up, and it's for a reason, because they all reported the deliveries and production of their vehicles. With that being said, let me transition to Tesla. I know Tesla is an expensive stock. Not everyone can get good size on it, but you can trade call options on this one, and the capital requirement is not as significant as if you bought 50 or 100 shares of the stock. This stock is ripping up, gapping up to the upside, all-time highs on the stock. They were short of delivering 500,000 vehicles, but they were only short by like 450 cars. So pretty much they delivered 500,000. A lot of analysts are saying that in 2021, Tesla is going to deliver 780,000 vehicles. That's kind of the upside consensus. And that's incredible. I mean, there were some analysts on CNBC this morning saying that the really bullish analysts are saying these guys could deliver 1 million vehicles in 2021. If that happens, I mean, we're going to see Tesla at like $2,000. They're going to have to do another split. So Tesla is in play today. Right now, I like this kind of flag formation that's creating. The bottom of it is 718, the top 723. I know it's a big range, but it is Tesla. So I would prefer a little bit of a pullback on Tesla. We see some reversal action. If it breaks above 723, I'm definitely going to go long. And I think we can test the pre-market highs of 730. And Jesus, I mean, if we break above 730, we might just see 740, 750 on this stock. I'm not going to make predictions on where it's going to go. I just trade the chart. And that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So Tesla is definitely going to be in play. Tesla and NIO are both going to be on my A list today. Another stock that I like is Apple. Apple right now is gapping up. Not too much. It's just gapping up $1. But it's giving us range. And so I like that range. So if Apple trades below 133.45, I would kind of just leave it alone. But if we see it rip to the upside, and break past 133.85, then I'll get interested in it. So that's kind of like what I'm looking at with Apple. Baba, I like Baba, providing another day of range on Baba. So the low pre-market low is 226.18, give or take. Right now it's about $1 and change above it. So if we can see Baba recover and rip past 228.50 range, I'm gonna go long Baba, and I'll probably keep my stops pretty tight at 227.75. So I'm not gonna give Baba more than $1 risk on that trade and on that idea. I tried finding news on this sell-off on Baba, couldn't find anything significant. So I think Baba could potentially get recovered today. Roku, I love trading Roku, and I know Taj has his personal thoughts on Roku. Roku is an interesting stock to play because sometimes it can gap up, rip, pull back, like literally just kind of give out everything it did, base out, and go long. And Taj, I mean, you can attest to this. How many times have we traded Roku and it literally does that? It pops, drops, rips. So,
oh yeah, man.
You know,
I hate Roku just because of that. Yeah. I learned the hard way. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So with Roku, you gotta be careful with this stock. You gotta be quick on the trigger. If you're gonna buy it and that thing rips to the upside, do one or two things: take your profit quickly, or put stop losses, break even. That way you're stress free. Your shoulders are relaxed. You can sit down on your chair. You're not, kind of like on your tippy toes with this stock. So just be careful with it. I like it because they are acquiring QB, and it's gapping up because of that. So I think there is going to be definitely some movement on it today, being that it's gapping up almost 10 points in pre-market. So at the moment, I kind of want to see what it does if it breaks above the pre-market high of 345. If it breaks above 345, we'll have some momentum continue to the upside. If it trades below, like 339, I would maybe just leave it alone, or maybe you can short it if you want. But with this news, I do think that Roku will have a rally in it. So I like Roku. Another name that I like, I did mention it briefly, XPEV. It's very similar to NEO and to Tesla and to LI. I'm going to trade NEO versus XPEV and LI, but I will keep it on my radar. Some other names, MU, Micron. Micron got a price target upgrade today. I like it. It's gapping up all-time highs. Let's go get it. I think it's going to be a gap and go situation with Micron. So right now, if Micron breaks the pre-market high of 76.95, definitely go long. Put your stops at break even. Don't lose money today. I would recommend that if you take any trades, if you get into a trade and the stock rips in your favor, put stops at break even, right? Let's make sure that today we just don't lose money, right? That's really what I'm going to preach today. First day of the year, let's not lose money. One name that I'm really interested in right now is QS. This sucker closed at 84.45 and is gapping down to $60. And I've been spending all morning trying to find out what's going on with it. No news on the stock. I went on Twitter just to kind of see what people were tweeting about it. There's rumors of it, of an offering, about to be issued. What I can tell you is this: it's getting very oversold, just on an intraday basis, and on a daily basis, it's not oversold just yet. It's at 45 on the RSI, but look at the daily chart on it. I mean, this thing is trading down heavily. So because there's a lot of pre-market action occurring with QS, I like it. I want to see where it goes and trade the charts. I think we could possibly get a bounce, or if we see some consolidation and more breakdown to the downside, we short it, right? So I don't have a bias on it. I'm going to trade it based on the action that I see and the price action, but it is going to be on my A list because of all this action that's occurring in pre-market. Some other names that I won't go to in detail, but I am going to keep on my radar. I'm going to keep on my radar Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs I actually really like as a swing. And Now that we're starting, let me talk about my swing strategy for a quick moment, and then I'm gonna pass it on to Taj. Now that we're starting off a new year, you will see me more actively swing stocks. I do have swing portfolio money, and I do have day trading money. So I have a couple of accounts. And in Q4 of last year, I really wasn't swinging a lot because I already hit my swing goal for the year by the time Q4 started. But since we're all starting at zero and it's a new year, I have to swing so that I can hit my financial goals, right? So GS, Goldman Sachs is an interesting one because look at the upgrade that it got. It got the upgrade was like $100 upside on this stock, and we've got a federal government that's extremely accommodative. There's practically free money, right? And once interest rates, in the long term, once interest rates start to increase, the banks are going to be beneficiaries of that, and Goldman Sachs is definitely going to be a beneficiary of that. But Goldman Sachs' business model is actually based on wealth management and trading activity. And as we know, 2020 was a very heavy trading year for retail traders and institutional investors. So pull up a year chart on Goldman Sachs. Look at the sell-off that it had from like 240 down to 130, and now this stock is trading at almost all-time highs. I think you have to pull up a 5-year chart. Yeah. So the all-time highs on Goldman Sachs is 275. We're 10 points away from it. And this sucker got a price target upgrade with $100 upside. I like it. I think depending on today's price action, I might even initiate a swing position on it. And the way I swing, guys, I normally allocate 2 to 5% of my portfolio to a stock. And the reason why I do that is because if the stock goes against me, I start dollar cost averaging and building a position to swing that I hold for a couple weeks or even a couple months. So that's the way I swing, and I can talk about more about that another time. But I have that on my radar. And another one that I've got is Airbnb because of all the price target upgrades. You guys can reference that on the upgrades and downgrades channel. I like Airbnb. Right now it's not really doing much, but if we can see this stock trade above 149.75 and kind of want to break above the 151 area, I think I'm gonna definitely trade it to go long. So with that being said, Taj, let me hand it off to you, my man.
Yeah, man. I think you're spot on, especially early on with the electric vehicle companies. I think that's going to be the theme today.
Yeah.
A lot of the delivery numbers are coming out, especially the end of year deliveries, with how a lot of these names are performed throughout the year. And as we know, the electric vehicle sector as a whole has just been extremely strong throughout the year, especially the later part of 2020. Mm-hmm. And I see that momentum carrying on throughout the year. So I think, electric vehicles have served us, well throughout the duration of since we created Stack. And I think it's going to continue to do that, especially going into 2021. So let's trade it. I really love NEO.
Yeah.
I really like the price action that's happening right now. NEO, along with XPEV, are probably at the top of my list as far as stocks to trade today. I mean, NEO, if you just look here on the daily chart, looking at more of the technical outlook on it, you have the breakout of Thursday's high of $50.50. We did have some resistance here around $50, but we are clearly breaking out above that now. Mm-hmm. And we're actually forming a nice bull flag here in pre-market action. There is some resistance around $52, and the next resistance would be around $54.40. Mm-hmm. But we have some room to move, So if we want to play a quick morning pop, we take our longs, say around 51.50, put our stops around 51. We get the pop up to 52. We could take profits there, or we could, put our stops at break even and see if we can really get on a rally here. Yeah. But I really do like NEO. If it's able to really hold this level that it's at right now, a lot of this pre-market action that it's having, I think NEO has a good chance of testing that all-time high of 57.20, maybe sometime this week or next week.
Yep.
But again, it needs to hold, right? We can't have it, kind of stall out or pull back heavy, right? Have a collapse at these levels. We need to see it maintain I'd say around like $50, $51 throughout the day. It really needs to maintain that. But I like it. That's going to be my go-to right off the bat. Something that was interesting, we weren't sure about why Bob has been selling off, and Paula mentioned that Jack Ma is actually missing.
Wow.
So I dug around for a little bit, read some articles, and it looks like he criticized the Chinese government, and now he is just flat out missing. Nobody knows where he is.
Oh my God.
That is actually insane. That would be equivalent to Jeff Bezos coming out and criticizing the U.S. government, and Jeff Bezos ends up missing. Right?
Oh my God.
That just lets you know kind of how cutthroat the Chinese government is. Now, hopefully that didn't happen, but if it did, that's some serious business.
You're telling me, bro.
We'll see what happens with Bob if that story is true.
I really hope that that's not the case. You know?
Yeah, me too. I hope he's just hiding out somewhere, but oh man, that would be crazy if that were to happen. But
Jesus,
we'll see. But to bring it back to the stock world, that's kind of why Baba is seeing this dip. It looks like we had it close to 232. It's down to 227, so it is a significant gap. I would say I was on the same boat looking for Baba as a long, because I think it has a really strong support that we've seen down here at that 210 level.
Yeah.
And I would want to see if we can catch a bounce. But if that news comes out to be true, I think Baba stock could be in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah.
A lot of trouble, even more than we anticipated.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of something that's unprecedented here. So.
And look at the daily. It got rejected off the 8 of May on the daily chart.
Yep.
And it looks nasty.
Yeah. So, I mean, all you need is some news catalyst like that. And, if that story comes out to be true, forget the 210 support level. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's just completely gone. But,
yeah.
So that's it with Babo. I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe if it breaks below like 226, can look for a short.
Mm-hmm.
If it's able to reclaim that 228.50 level, maybe we can play it for a relief bounce.
Yep.
But let's see what we can do. I really like Apple. Really like Apple. The reason I like Apple is because I know we have had kind of a failed breakout here through that 138, 139 level, right?
Yeah.
A significant pullback. However, we are now pulling back to the daily 8 of May. And if you look at Apple over the duration of this rally, essentially since December, throughout the whole month of December, every time it pulls back to its 8 of May, it's kind of bounced, right? It's bounced here, this is the 10th, December 21st. So now this would kind of be that third test of the 8 of May.
Yep.
We are having a gap up. It's gapping up about $1. Earlier it was at 134.40. So let's see. Let's see if Apple wants to show some strength throughout the morning and really start to pick up that momentum. If it does, I think Apple's going to rally and we're going to test those highs sometime soon, maybe sometime this week. However, if Apple does break below like today's lows and starts to continue that selling trend, I think Apple's going to be temporarily in a little bit of trouble, right? Because that will kind of confirm that sell-off that is happening. However, I'm kind of anticipating something of like a bull flag setup right off of the 8 of May, because that's what the chart has been doing as of late. However, I will not marry that idea, right? That's just kind of the thinking that I have. Mm-hmm. And the reason I have that thinking is because of your overall indices. Look at your Qs. Your Qs closed at the all-time high was 314.69. Guess where we're at? 315. We're gapping up into all-time high. The markets are strong. Qs are strong. SPYs are strong, right? SPYs are gapping up into all-time highs as well.
Right.
Let me actually double check on that. Yeah, SPYs are gapping up into all-time highs. So you have the market continuing that rally to the upside. So that gives me a little more comfort with, Apple possibly having that rally as well, right? Along with some of your other names, your Facebooks, your Microsoft. These names should start picking up, especially if the Qs continues to hit those all-time highs. So because of that, I'll actually be keeping my eyes on the Qs as well. The Qs, I really like the range that it has right now. It's around 315 and 315.60. So maybe if we can get a breakout around 315.60, we can look to take our longs and ride this sucker into all-time highs. We're actually breaking out of a bit of a bull flag here that has formed over the past 4 days, right off of its 8-period moving average.
Yep.
And on an intraday basis, that's our go-to strategy, right? That's the setup we're looking for each and every day to have the smallest risk to greatest reward, right? So translate that same strategy onto a daily chart. And I would argue it's even stronger, right? Because if that momentum is really to uphold, if that strength is true, you can be greatly rewarded on a play like this. So because of that, I'll be keeping my eyes on the Qs as well. That's going to be on my A list. And then the last name I'll kind of glance over is Tesla. So I normally don't trade Tesla. However, when a stock is on fire like Tesla has been, you kind of have to find a way into it, right? Like as a big trader, like I have to trade Tesla. I have to kind of get out of my comfort zone and trade this because it moves so cleanly. If you look at the charts on Tesla, when it breaks out, it really breaks out and rewards you, right? So as a trader, if you can, kind of define your risk. Look, if you have to go into, expiration dates for contracts that are a little closer than further, then hey, do what you have to do. However, keep that risk the same. If you can trade around that same risk that you have set for each day, I would recommend, look to get in on Tesla because these plays are very rewarding because they are so clean.
Yeah.
It reminds me how Apple used to trade. Like Apple hasn't been trading as cleanly, it still trades clean. But you can clearly see that Tesla is the hot stock throughout the market, right? Oof. Everyone's getting their hands on Tesla, and it's just moving.
Yep.
So I won't go into too much technicals about it because Alex did a great job already of just highlighting over it. We are breaking a little bit of support levels here around 719, 718. But let's see what happens out. Pop back.
Did you see that?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It just gapped up 4 points right there.
You see what I'm saying? Right there for you. That's it. Someone in the room just went in and bought it during pre-market.
Yep.
I don't know who it was. If I had to take a guess, it was probably David Tesla.
Oh man, that's funny.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much going to be my list. My A-lit going to be NEO along with XPEV, Apple as well, the Qs, and then I'll keep an eye on Tesla as well. But yeah, that's pretty much my list. Alex hit it dead on. Let's get the year started off right. Let's get some singles in. Don't go for that big home run right out of the gates.
Right.
Let's get some green on the board and let it set the tone, not only for this week but for the rest of the year.
Exactly. With that being said, for everyone on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Comment below, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.